You believe in Feng Shui? Have you heard that the year 2026 is called the Red Horse and the Red Goat disaster? Will this disaster happen again in 2026? Recently, many people have started discussing this issue. In fact, whether you believe in Feng Shui or not, as long as we live in the universe, you will be influenced by Feng Shui to some levels. Today, let's find out the mystery of the ancient Chinese prophecies, the Red Horse and Red Goat disaster. First of all, what is the meaning of the Red Horse and the Red Goat disaster? Year 2026 is the year of the horse, also known as the Bing Wu year. In ancient Chinese numbering system used the heavenly stem and earthly branches to record time. Each year combine one stem and one branch. The heavenly stem Bing and earthly branch Wu of the Bing Wu year both belong to the fire element. Therefore, year 2026 is aka the Fire Horse year or the Red Horse year. Year 2027 is the year of the goat, also known as the Ding Wei year. The heavenly stem Ding and earthly branch Wei of the Ding Wei year both belong to the fire element too. Therefore, year 2027 is aka the Fire Goat year or the Red Goat year. When the Fire Horse and the Fire Goat are combined, it is called the Red Horse and the Red Goat years. In Chinese calendars, this combination of the Red Horse and the Red Goat year appear once every 60 years. When it happens, since both years belong to the fire element, this metropolis will cause a great disaster. So people gave it a term, Red Horse and Red Goat disaster. People sometimes confuse. The horse year and the goat year happen every 12-year cycle in Chinese zodiac. Does it mean every 12 years will have disaster? I need to clarify that. This saying is only applying on the Fire Horse year and Fire Goat years, which happen every 60 years cycles. Not every horse or the goat years belongs to fire element. So let's talk about what is the origin of the Red Horse and Red Goat disaster. It is said that during the Southern Song dynasty in China, it's about year 1127, there was a scholar named Hong Mai. He wrote a book called Yi Jian Zhi. This book recorded the event that occurred in the two double fire years of Bing Wu and Ding Wei. It tracked back for a total of 1,200 years. However, this book only recorded celestial phenomena and natural disaster or wars. The name of Red Horse, Red Goat disaster never showed up. Another theory suggests the term was occurred during the Southern Song dynasty, about year 1246. There was a scholar named Cai Wang. He wrote a book called Bin Ding Gui Jian. This book compiled information from the Qin and Han dynasties all the way to the 5 dynasties and the 10 kingdoms periods. There are a total of the 21 times with the double fire elements of Bing Wu and Ding Wei. He concluded all the unfortunate disaster events and predicted the future fortune. However, this book is merely a theory of fortune prediction. It was provided to the emperor for precaution to prevent similar occurrences. Again, the turn of red horse and red goat disaster did not appear in this book either. Some people say that the red horse and the red goat disaster was originated from folk divination groups in the late Qing dynasty, about year 1910. Because of the turbulent environment at that time, people talk about the concepts of catastrophe or the interaction between heaven and people. Then historical events are mapped to the year corresponding to the heavenly stems. They discovered that there were major disasters in year 1846 and year 1906. Therefore, people concluded that Bingwu, which is red horse year, and Dingwei, which is red goat year, were the years of disaster. This gave the turn of red horse and red goat disaster and passed down to today. Indeed, some significant disasters did occur in the Bingwu year in history, such as year 1846, the year of the Bingwu. The Mexican-American War broke out. Year 1906, the year of Bingwu, a major earthquake struck San Francisco, causing a 3-day big fire. Year 1966, the year of Bingwu, the Cultural Revolution broke out in China. However, there are also many major disasters in history that did not occur in the year of the red horse and red goat. For example, the 9/11 terrorist attack in year 2001, the SARS outbreak in year 2003, the year 2008 financial crisis, and COVID-19 in year 2020. None of them were during the periods of red horse and red goat years. Therefore, we cannot say that a major disaster would definitely occur in the year of the red horse and red goat. In conclusion, the red horse and the red goat disaster is more like a popular term in folk fortune-telling circles. This is somewhat like a typical median amplification loop. In other words, every time a major event occurs, afterwards, newspaper and media compare the heavenly stems and earthly branches. Then they find the years Bingwu and Dingwei. People summarize as the type of fire-dominant disaster. Then the media reported on it, fortune-telling books recorded. Finally, is attributed to ancient people to become a kind of ancient lesson. This is a classic case of the hindsight bias. Shooting the arrow first, then draw the target. This is actually no evidence to prove that the 2026 red horse and the red goat year will absolutely bring disaster. There is no need for excessive panic. We should treat it as a reminder of a phenomenon, to remind people that years with strong fire elements are prone to change. Furthermore, year 2026 is the year of the fire element in the 9th period of the Chinese astrological cycles. It adds another frame on top of the 2 frames. Extremely very natural. We can foresee it when the external environment heats up. System can change rapidly. Society is more prone to conflict and embarrass. Natural disaster, wildfire, plague, war, etc. The odds will increase significantly. We don't know if historical disasters will repeat themselves, but the fire has already been lit. In this highly volatile environment, suggestion everyone to diversify your risk at this early stage. Effective risk management is essential. Take advantage of this rare opportunity of exceptional fire energy. Turn crisis into great success. I'd like to hear your thoughts on the red horse and red goat disaster. Please leave your comments in the comment section. I look forward to seeing you again. Bye bye.